Hi, everyone. It's Charlie Wheeler with Coaching with Charlie, and I just wanted to jump in and give you guys a quick productivity tip. So, one of my favorite methods of time management is time blocking. So, what I do is I figure out what I need to do each day and I block out time in my calendar for it. So, if I have blogs that I need to write, so I'll block out 3 hours to write 5 blogs or whatever it is. And the thing with that, though, is you have to be kind of ruthless about it. Okay. So my rule is there are only 3 things that can interrupt me when I've got time blocked out. I can be interrupted for money, for blood, or tears. Okay. So if somebody is upset to the point of crying, they can interrupt me. If somebody is hurt to the point of bleeding, they can interrupt me. And if somebody wants to pay me money, they can interrupt me. Other than that, nothing. Everything else can wait. There is nothing else that is important enough that can't wait until the end of the time block. Now, I don't have my entire day blocked out like that. But when I really have something that I need to focus on, I block it out. And this works for anything, so I've got my business, I've got school, I've got, a lot of different things that I do. And I use this for a lot of different things. But the key here is that you have to stay focused during that time blocking. And there's a lot of different methods that you can use for this. One thing that I like to do is co-working, and you can do virtual co-working. And so that's basically where you just get on Zoom or something similar with somebody else, and you're both working on your own projects, but you kind of have that accountability there, right? So you see this other person working and they see you working, and you don't want them to see you playing on your phone instead of working, right? So there's like a website called FocusMate, and there's a few others where you can sign up to work with people like that, or you can just do it with a friend. There's a few groups on Facebook, I think, actually, that you can get in the group and look for people that'll do that with you. And I'm happy to do some virtual co-working too. If you guys are interested, just drop a comment and I'm happy to schedule something with you. I do this a lot. So it's that just kind of helps with the accountability. And that's especially helpful when you're just getting started with time blocking. And when you're not used to sitting and really focusing for a specified amount of time, it just kind of helps you stay focused. You can also use something like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for a certain amount of time and then you take a 5-minute break, and then you work for a certain amount of time and take a 5-minute break. Whatever it is, you need to make sure that you're focused. You're doing one task. You're only doing one thing during that time block. You don't have a list of 7 different things to do. It's only one thing during that block of time. And it's amazing. So I've worked with clients where we'll do a time blocking session where they kind of give me everything that they have to do in a week, all the different things that they do, their whole task list for the week. And I help them set up a schedule, 15-minute blocks, and we block out time for everything. And it amazes them that they went from being busy all the time, because everybody's busy, but everybody's busy, but not always productive and efficient with their busyness, right? So they're always amazed at how much extra time they have because they've got things scheduled and they know what they're doing. The other thing about that is that I tend to forget things. Okay. So if you follow me at all, I've got some chronic illnesses. And one of the things that does is it gives me some memory issues and some brain fog. And so I tend to forget things easily. But when I do time blocking, I can just look at my calendar and I do whatever my calendar tells me to do. I don't have to remember things because it's all on there, right? So if I'm supposed to be working on my website from 1 to 3, I just do what my calendar tells me to. I have my calendar kind of open at all times on one screen, or on part of one of my computer screens, and I just do what it tells me. I've got everything set with notifications. It tells me 5 minutes before I'm moving on to something else. And actually, so I have a shared family calendar because I take care of my father also. Um, and so he can see on there, and I've got it color coded so he can see on there the time blocks where he can interrupt me and the ones where he can't interrupt me unless he's crying or bleeding, or if he wanted to give me money too, I guess, but he normally doesn't. So that time blocking is really effective tool for managing your time when you have a lot of different things going on, and when you're just not sure how you're going to manage it all. And I do sessions with a lot. Takes about an hour really, to kind of block out your whole week. Kind of gives you an idea of how to go on from there. If that's something you're interested in, just drop a comment and we can talk about it. If you have any questions at all, just drop a comment, let me know. Be glad to talk to you. Have a great day.